What's going on, guys? What's up, man? We on day 265, baby, so we tapping in. Today we're gonna tap in with this Drake verse, but before we tap in with this Drake verse, guys, I want you guys to all go to my page, click the link in my bio, and get your copies of Rap Goals today, man. Now, rap, it stands for responsibility, accountability, progression. It's my 3 keys to life, guys. You use that in any area of life, so no matter what you're going through, if you hold yourself responsible, hold yourself accountable, you will progress from there. Now, you can also find us on my website at www.rapgoals.com. Now, when you go on the website, right, it's going to ask you to put in your email address. Now, I want you to put your email address in because, why? Because I'm going to send you the first 21 days out of this book for free. So all you need to do is send me your email address, and I'll shoot you the first 21 days out of this book for free, right? So now, we're going to tap in with this Drake verse, and it go like this. My classmates went on to be chartered accountants or work with their parents or something. Thinking back on how they treated me in high school, my reunion might be worth for their parents. Make them all have to go through security clearance. The petty king right there. That was crazy. That was a crazy bar. But anyway, how many of you ever felt like you weren't smart enough, right? I know for me personally, because I have a electrical license, like I'm a journeyman electrician, sometimes when I go to certain rooms and certain areas, when I was, back then, but not now, but before, I would feel like a little bit out of place a little bit because I'm like, damn, I don't really got a degree, or I'm talking to somebody, I'm like, damn, I ain't really got no degree or nothing like that. But that didn't take away from how smart I was or how smart that other person might be with the degree, right? So that got me thinking, I was just reading last night, me in London, no lie, we was reading Tupac book, right? And she couldn't go to sleep last night, and then she just asked me about, I got books all over the crib, mind you, right? So she just seen that. She's like, you ever read that Tupac book? I'm like, yeah, I read it, like a long, long time ago, but I read it. But she was just like, well, what's it about? So we opened it up, I'm reading it to her, because, she can't sleep, so I'm just reading it to her. And then we just came across the story about Tupac's mother when she was locked up, when she was pregnant with him and locked up, right? So I don't know if you guys know this, but she was facing 300 years, and she beat her own case by representing herself. She never went to law school. She doesn't have a degree, none of that stuff, but she beat the case, and then she had Tupac a month later after she got out of jail, which is crazy, man. Like, she beat 300 years without no law degree, without no experience, right? So that goes to show you how strong black women are and how strong your mind can be if you actually utilize it and put it in the right direction, right? So that got me thinking about us, and like I said, when we walk into these rooms and we don't really feel like we should be there or in place, I got a secret weapon that each and every one of us can use, right? And that secret weapon is called hard work, right? Hard work beats talent any day, right? So as you know, Drake, he's a perfect example of that. As you know, he didn't go to college. Well, he didn't finish college, but he's still a successful person. Now, what does that have to do with us? How does that compare to us? Well, if he can do it, that means we can do it. We were all put on this earth for a purpose, and it's time for us to fulfill that purpose because each and every one of us are special. And we just have to unlock what it is that's special about us and give it to the world, right? Now, Drake, his high school classmates was treating him bad and stuff like that, and but that didn't stop him from writing rhymes. I remember back when he first started, he did an interview. He was like in a basement. He had a stack of rhyme books just stacked up, and I'm like, yeah, see, that is the reason why he's #1 right now, because he was dedicated and was putting in that work during that time. So it might have not felt like he was #1 at the time, but when you put in that hard work, that's what leads to later on down the road. Like he built his future. Sometimes people always try to live in the future, but you gotta build your future in the present moment. So that's a whole another story. But we were talking about hard work, and that's not enough to knock your talent or anything, but you have to be willing to put in the effort in order to get the results. So this leads us to our assignment today. Our assignment today is to look at the things you're doing, right, and ask yourself, what can I change about things that I'm doing regularly to increase my value to figuring out what my purpose is in this world? Or if you do know what your purpose is in this world, how can you increase that value to give your purpose out even more to the people out here in the world? So answer those questions and think about it, man, because there's no competition. You don't have to worry about if somebody is doing better than you or anything like that, don't let that deter you, because the only competition that you have is the man in the mirror. And you don't have to really race that person, because this is your race and you control the pace. So you figure out what pace you want to go and you go at that pace right there. So figure it out, what it is that you can increase on your daily to make sure that you increase your purpose even more each and every day. Understand that everything that you're looking for is within inside you, and you have the ability to unlock those things, but you just have to ask yourself the right questions. That's the only thing, man. So don't beat yourself up and don't try to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to, man. It's all inside you. Ask yourself the right questions and you'll figure it out, man. That's day 265. We got 100 more days to go, man. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow on day 266. Peace.